Hello friends, so welcome to this lecture on Azure Locks. In this particular demo, we'll discuss or we'll see that how we can enable locks onto the various resources. Just to quickly give you a quick recap, in the last lecture we have discussed that Azure Locks is a feature which is generally overlooked, but a very good feature wherein it helps us to prevent the accidental deletion of resources, even though if the user is authorized. And we discussed about read only and cannot delete, all those features we have discussed in the last lecture. So in this lecture, we'll see a demo about that how we can enable locks onto the different resources. So we have already discussed almost all the features have that lock feature enable, and we can put locks. So we'll try to use a storage account. If you remember, I have given the example of a VM wherein, let's say, if some very high confidential patient data is stored onto that and it is critical, and you don't want that, okay, such data is deleted, so that you can put a lock onto that VM. So similarly, think that, okay, this is a particular storage account which might be used by some bot application which is very critical, and in that case you don't want that, okay, some authorized user has accidentally deleted this particular storage account. So in order to prevent the deletion, let's create a lock onto this particular storage account. So this is the you can say SA test 489 storage account has already been created for one of our demo. So if you click on right hand side, so under settings there is option called as lock. So if I'll click on lock and let's click on add lock, you just need to type in the name, and let's say SA test, I would say you can mention that, okay, secure deletion. As a test, I'll mention the 489 the and secure deletion. So any name you can type it up. So log type, if you'll remember in the last lecture we discussed in while discussing the theory, read only and delete. So read only is the most restrictive permission. This might be exam question as well. And delete is that, okay, user can still has a read only access, but it cannot delete that. So in that case, it cannot do anything. It and user cannot delete even. So it has only a read only access. So read only is more restrictive, I would say. So, but in this case, we'll type the delete and we'll click OK. And the lock has been enabled onto this particular resource. And now, if I'll come back to this particular storage account and let's say if I'll try to delete that, it will throw an error to me. So see, SA test 489 can't be deleted because this resource or its parent has a delete lock, and lock must be removed before this resource can be deleted. All right, so this is the lock which we have put it. And if I'll go back and let's say onto this particular resource, let me click on the resource group, and this is the lock we have enabled, and just delete this block lock and try come back. We are not able to see any lock now. So storage account 489, and if I'll try to delete it, it will, you can say it is showing that, okay, type the name of the storage account if you want to delete. So if I'll type SA test 489 and click on delete the storage account, it has started deleting the storage account. So this is how we can enable locks onto our storage account. So this is it in this lecture, and in this lecture we have discussed how we can enable lock onto a storage account. So thank you for watching this lecture. Meet you in the next lecture. Thank you.